get out the fancy tablecloth, polish the silver, and get out the fine china. I have a project in mind, and I can see it so clearly. If only I had the time to do all the projects that I have going on up in my head. But I bring you New Theme Thursdays in case you're looking for a new project, in case you happen to be stumped, in case you're tired of doing, I don't know, another botanical and butterfly-filled journal. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about the B&Bs. But we're coming up on Thanksgiving and sticking with my promise of holding on to autumn as long as we can, though I have to say yesterday it was 75 degrees here. It's November in northern Michigan. That's unheard of. I sat in my swing and I read in the sunshine as if it were a lake day. Wasn't quite that warm. Anyway, New Theme Thursday. This is called Food, Glorious Food, because, oh my goodness. I have other themes going on that are food related. This one is particular. I found a beautiful vintage white linen tablecloth. I have it packed away somewhere safe, so I cannot show it to you today. Anyway, that would be the cover of this journal. I need you to use your imagination here with me a little bit and see if you can picture something similar. But I remember days when our whole family came together on Thanksgiving before everyone was scattered to all corners of the state, and when it was still important to dress the table in its finery and use the good china and the silver, Grandma's finest silver that had been polished to a mirror-like sheen, and there was this gorgeous spread of food for Thanksgiving. And now things are very much casual. We used to dress up for the holiday, sit around at the same table together, no matter how cramped. And now things are so laid back. You know, we have several Thanksgivings because people live here and people live there. We want to celebrate together, but not enough for everyone to get the schedules together and all that happy stuff. So we're very much more casual about it. There's jeans and a t-shirt, and we'll sit at the table, but it'll be easy cleanup, and it's very different. For this journal, I'd like to honor the good old days, the Norman Rockwell family Thanksgiving celebration of and with food and friends. And so that's what these pictures and sentiments are all about. The cover of this journal, again, would be that white, crisp linen tablecloth. And each page would be neat and formal and clean and beautiful and bright, celebrating real food. Food, glorious food. And so that's what I've been collecting here, and I'll just take you through some of the stuff that I have. I've got just all kinds of things. Various magazines, a lot of magazine pictures that are colorful and bright, a lot of cutlery photos, and I found on the St. Vincent's Hall some cutlery stickers, some nice shiny silver polished cutlery stickers. Real food made from real ingredients, white plates. This kind of has the farm table on the back. I don't know if I would leave that or cut the plate out. I'm not sure. It's still very neat, but it's also very casual, and I'm looking for this to be a formal, elegant, Victorian in tradition, but not in look, if that translates to something. If you like to cook and eat, yes, I do. Thank you very much. And of course, it'd be a great place to store favorite recipes or traditional recipes or just Thanksgiving recipes. Can you imagine every Thanksgiving going, of course you'd have to keep it in a Ziploc bag to keep it clean, but going to your cookbook shelf or your journal shelf and pulling out this white linen covered journal, altered book journal, because that's where all the recipes for Thanksgiving are, and you just gather up your little recipes from that. Janet Nash right now is making altered books as storage for her zines, I think. What a great idea to use an altered book as storage for ephemera, for recipes, for zines, for iCads. What a great idea. And so I can picture this project being like that as well, storing all the Thanksgiving related favorite recipes. Just something simple and clean. Thoughts on cooking. Baking is so meditative. Even cooking sometimes can be meditative. Using real ingredients, real chocolate, fresh fruits and vegetables when you can get them and where you can get them. Some pasta ins and outs, because there's usually a pasta salad at the table somewhere. I love these. Tells you which is what and what the shape is. And look, wouldn't that be a fall salad made of leaves? That looks like leaves too, like a giant oak leaf. So fun. Of course, cookbooks are part of this. I've taken apart cookbooks. I think this is just from the Dollar Tree. I think this is its innards, all about pasta. I would take it. There's my bright white linen, nice glass of red wine, some shiny silverware. Take what I need from these and leave the rest for the other food projects. It could just be Thanksgiving only turkeys and all the traditional sweet potato pie and pumpkin. We make pumpkin squares instead of pumpkin pie. Turkey stuffing, real mashed potatoes, cranberry salad, variety of salad. But it could just be real good home-cooked barbecued stew. Food is beautiful, very pretty and elegant, and that's what I see this journal as. Clean, elegant, simple pages that just let the images and maybe the sentiments speak for themselves. I'm still on the simple is better kick, which seems to run in the face of what's going on right now. Right now, pages are layered and layered and layered, and there's threads and torn pages and fringe from notebook top pages and layers and digikits and paint, and we just keep things simple and clean. We might be able to relax a little bit more. I don't know. My take, Food lover's heart. Holiday breakfasts, because that's part of it. Some of these may go in a different type of food journal, like just summer food, lobster bakes and lobster boils and those kinds of things. Could just be a breakfast journal, just featuring the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Or all things egg. Could just be a good egg. Deviled eggs and Easter eggs and fried eggs and poached eggs and boiled eggs and eggs as ingredients and egg souffles, and could just be vegetables because, there's a rainbow. Every color in the rainbow has its own vegetable. Beautiful, beautiful food journal if you're talking about the greens of asparagus, lettuce, and peas and celery and all the herbs and spices and the reds of radishes and tomatoes and raspberries, which aren't a vegetable. Maybe just produce, because produce is beautiful. Probably be easier to do the rainbow if you did all produce instead of just veggies. I don't know. Then, of course, there's dessert. Kind of pastel-y, beautiful. More on the lobster bake. And this simple sandwich. That's my mom's favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner is the leftovers. We have to eat dinner early to ensure we can have leftovers before the day is out. That's how we run Thanksgiving around here. Fresh, real food. What a concept. Very simple, not very formal. Back to the, it's like a monastery farmhouse or something. It's different but clean. I love the bowl of onions and garlic in that little cubby. Anyway, food, glorious food. Could be a journal just on the sandwich. How many millions of different ways are there to make a sandwich? Could be a mix and match, like Caged Fish's tiered books. What kind of bread, what kind of meat, what kind of vegetable, what kind of condiments. Mix and match. Could be fun in the kitchen because you might be looking for recipe ideas. Soups. Beautiful beautiful soups. These things for Meyer are so beautiful and always so seasonal, so pretty. Use it as it is, just as a tuck-in. Cut all the Meyer stuff off or embellish over it perhaps. These make really fun little journals all themselves. This is from that 1954 cookbook that was loved almost to death. There's burn marks and the pages were literally falling out of it. And of course it's all naturally aged and beautiful. So I don't know, would I want that in my crisp linen journal? Probably as a tuck-in. Probably as, this is all about what parts of the meat or what parts of the critter are the meat. What do we call it? Different ways to cook. Just cooking basics. Roast beef, canapé bases, canapé spreads and dips. Pie. You could do a whole beautiful journal. Maybe a circle journal about pie. Different kinds of pie. What was that show? It was Michael with John Travolta. Was it Michael? Angel? Or he was an angel? And Andy McDowell sang that song about pie. I love pie. I digress. I'm back now. Missed ya. So there are many options. High end, the pricier bits of life. Maybe things that you just do once a year as a special treat. HelloFresh keeps sending me these beautiful. This probably wouldn't go in my formal Thanksgiving journal because I'm not using HelloFresh for Thanksgiving, but it would certainly make its way into a fun, colorful journal, maybe summer foods or grilling. A whole bunch of food words. This is from index from one of the cookbooks, so just fun words. So think about that. Think about not just the theme, but the style. Is it a farmhouse food journal? Is it a summer farmer's market food journal? There's so many options to go with this idea. As I said, mine is very formal, old-fashioned Norman Rockwell-y Thanksgiving. Of course, I'd have to find a copy of that picture and include that somewhere, maybe in the front cover. Lots and lots of different options. You can use some food packaging is beautiful. Got all kinds of, it doesn't get prettier than this. Watch for cooking magazines to be on your free table at your library or at estate sales, because Thanksgiving really doesn't ever change, and so the pictures are timeless. It's time to eat. A snacking connoisseur could just be a fun snack journal, all about your favorite snacks, popcorn and brownies and turtle sundaes and chips and dip and salsa and chips and salsa and just snacks, snacky snack foods. Oh, a sushi journal. Red and white and black with an oriental theme and oriental looking writing and menus and fortunes and all about oriental food. Just a baking journal, vanilla. Just straight up baking. I think I can hear Candy Cane Create saying, yeah, this is me. Because she loves cooking and canning and cookbooks. So why not meld the two and make a beautiful journal or 10 about your favorite kinds of foods. I did some canning of tomatoes over the last couple months, and just a canning journal would be awesome. I learned how to can from my grandma, and so it might be grandma inspired or in memory of or dedicated to what you learned about cooking and canning from your grandmother and your mom. Lots and lots of different options for a food journal, or 10. It doesn't have to be one. It can be all kinds of different foodie type things. Having a theme and having an aesthetic that you're going for will help you narrow down, because I've got stacks and stacks of stacks here of stuff for this journal. I can't use it all in this journal. So how am I going to make that decision? Well, if I'm going for formal, traditional Thanksgiving with the white linen tablecloth and the shiny silverware and the fine china, well, I probably won't put then the fall stews or soups on a farm table, that probably wouldn't go. But this decadent Oreo dessert might go in a formal journal. Of course, I'm doing an Oreo book, so that's going to have to get moved to the Oreo folder. Some beautiful festive drinks to go with, or in the Rainbow Food Journal. Here's our lemons and limes, plus the oranges and some reds and cranberries. Beautiful. Look how beautiful for summer food or pie. Speaking of pie, there, even though it's nice and formal, it's still on that farmer's background, farmer's table background. So, journal maker's choice. I get to pick. Look at here. Roasted marshmallows on top, meringues, turtle something on top. Oh my, pecan pie. We didn't even talk about that. All kinds of pies and pastries. Could just do a cookie journal. Again, a nice little round journal. What fun would that be, doing all cookies, but in a round journal, maybe with recipes on the back and pictures on the front. So many different ways to explore journal making. What goes into a journal, what constitutes a journal, what makes for a beautiful journal that you would enjoy making. All purple foods. One of my glue books has all purple foods. Garlic has a little bit of purple in it, so that'll probably get moved too. Look around. Inspiration is everywhere. Once you decide on a subject or an aesthetic or a theme, there, the universe will deliver to you what you're looking for. Once you tell your brain that that's what you're on the hunt for, you'll see it everywhere. You'll start to figure out different places. They'll fall in your lap. People will hand them to you. It's the darndest thing. But once you know how to work with that, this is really fun. It is, like I was talking about, caged fish tiered. I could use this as is. So this is a meal planner. All different kinds of protein. So you pick your protein. Let's go with fish tonight. You might skip vegetables. Let's not skip vegetables. Let's do an eggplant, maybe an eggplant parmesan. We're going to do no carbs this meal, but fruit for dessert. So maybe some grilled pineapple. What a lovely dinner. So this is fun. It could be a tiered glue book too. It could be all kinds of things. I hope this inspires you to think outside of the B&B box, to think outside of the traditional themes, of which there are only about 10 that keep getting used over and over and over and over. There's so many awesome subjects to explore in this way. That's why we're here, to expand that box, to leave the box right behind. I hope this finds you well and in happy preparation and happy planning for your holiday adventures. Enjoy every bit of it. The crafting, the cleaning, the prepping, even the grocery shopping. Better still if you can get someone else to do it for you. And then you just get to do the fun stuff, putting it all together. Happy New Theme Thursday, pre-Thanksgiving. Food, glorious food. Let's celebrate it. Let's explore it. Let's collect it. Let's journal about it. Let's make something beautiful for maybe generations to come. It'll be one of those new things that as you pass it down, might be. We don't have those kind of traditions too much anymore. This might start one. You have a lovely, lovely crafty day. Go love up your Beasleys. Start looking for yummy, yummy, yummy pictures to collect. And if you do, let me know on Instagram. Tag me there with your food journal, whichever form it takes. Summer grilling, fruits and vegetables, the rainbow of produce, circle cookie journal, or circle pie journal, or circle dessert journal, or all things pie, or all things baking, or all things Thanksgiving. I am ever so grateful for you. You take care. Mate at the lake. Out for now.